one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
All right, I knew I forgot to ask a question when we sat with the coaches about just how aggressive will you be bringing a ball out of the end zone and what's the green light for your returner. In this case, it should have been a red light. Should have stayed in the end zone. Terrible field position to start this drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The 40, the 20, 10, touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots, but that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard
line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray now. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, and he takes us into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown, 83 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, wide open, complete. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
Let's dominate.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A big play there. 97 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Just an unbelievable start. Less than a minute in, they're already up 2 touchdowns.
You talk about getting out of the gate fast. I mean, beyond fast. That's warp speed, isn't it? To jump up with 2 scores like that in less than a minute's time, your confidence has to be elevated.
I haven't even found the right height for my chair yet. I'm still adjusting.
You mean you found a way to sit down?
I did, yeah.
Wow, you're quick.
At least I got that accomplished.
I'm still standing watching this occur.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
40-yard line.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it, got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Mike 50. Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52. Where's 52? Watch it up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now a man drafted and then let go by the Panthers. Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
6-yard line.
I got you. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check, 59.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2. Out here.
On play action, it's Murray sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
Chiefs.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a run with McCaffrey.
First down, London.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, Murray. Man open left side is Brown. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. Butker now to add the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Good. Makes the score Panthers 21, Chiefs 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in.
There he goes right side. And he'll be marked down all the way inside the KC 10. A big play there from McCaffrey. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
That's good.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw is Murray. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
At the 44-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 35-yard line.
And they give this time to the tailback. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
On third down, Murray. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run with McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Eluding the pressure right. That's to McCaffrey, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is indeed good, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check, Mike 57. Hey. Bandit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. 57's to Mike. Watch 57. Hey, let's get in them holes.
To throw again. Murray, flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
At the 42-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, nice move at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
The 46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Here, man. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check, check. 59. Shit. Motion.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Murray has him knocked loose. Fumble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Check 52.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Murray, pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
You ain't doing nothing today. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the run.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line.
42-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, there's a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
9-yard line.
Flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of 1, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check.
Throwing again. Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Chiefs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. 59. Touchdown, defense.
From the gun, Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Carry for Carolina.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Forced out to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up fourth down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and going deep for Hill, and it's intercepted.
Have some of this.
Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. And the London first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 16-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Boys. Come back.
Here's Murray. That one complete to Hill. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
That's all
Operating from the gun, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
That's complete to Slayton. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Joey Sly lining up.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
You're all right. You're all right, baby. Get this. You're all right. Easy. Quiver. 57's right. Come on, 2. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
57's the mic. I got it. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come. Hey. 57's the mic.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Play action. Now it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike, check. 59.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
88, incomplete. Buda Baker there on the coverage.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on fourth down.
Let's go. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Come back. I hope you got your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
On down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
27.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that could have implications on the playoff race as they fall to 9-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.